Hello, hello.
Hi, greetings and welcome.
Look where we are.
We're back at my house.
Yeah.
How surprising.
I know. It's been forever since we shot here. Back with the wallpaper everybody loves. Everybody adores this wallpaper.
Oh, yeah.
On the internet. And we definitely never get made fun of.
And the charm and the ambience that is my grandmother's dining room.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this wallpaper. Anybody who craps on this wallpaper is a Philistine.
Oh, wow.
A flatulent Philistine.
Then I'm a flatulent Philistine. Because I've crapped on it unintentionally.
Anyway, okay, so we're going to do a very quick bottom shelf bonanza.
Now, I got to ask the question. What kind of stuff hits the bottom shelf for our bonanza?
Well, in this case, and we should point out.
I noticed that these are actual glass.
I know.
Yeah.
So literally, it's just whatever was on the bottom shelf at race.
And the bottom shelf means usually that
it's cheap.
It's cheap or it's not a good seller?
Well, it depends because there's a lot of good. We go through a lot of JTS Brown, and that is a perennial bottom shelf dweller.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Henry McKenna. In this case. So here's the thing. Check this out. So these are Heaven Hill products. We do love some Heaven Hill around here. Heaven Hill tends to make some very affordable but very solid whiskeys. Shout out to Whiskey Wise, our man Mitch, distiller over at Heaven Hill. But they make things that are relatively cheap, pretty accessible.
Right.
This runs like 9 to 12 and 12 to 14.
Okay.
A piece.
And the difference between?
So, difference between these
old style whiskey.
Yes.
I like that.
So now this is actually, these are JW Dant.
JW Dant.
JW Dant.
There's a well-known name.
Kind of.
No.
JW Dant was a distiller in Kentucky in the 1830s.
Okay.
His claim to fame was that he made a wooden still. He made a still out of a fallen log. He ran a copper pipe up in the log.
Yeah.
And then ran steam through the copper pipe with the mash in the log.
Okay.
So the steam
very mellow.
Yeah, the steam would heat the mash in the log, and then it would turn to steam, and you'd collect it. Which I have to wonder.
Until the still caught fire.
Yeah,
it was
right.
really cool.
I'm sure he had some sort of failsafe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's his claim to fame. But now Heaven Hill owns the brand, and they are doing, so this is their JW Dant charcoal perfected whiskey.
Old style.
This is no longer a thing. They replaced it with a flavored whiskey, a blended flavored whiskey. Yeah. If you find, as of 2018, Heaven Hill replaced this with the JW Dant blended whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color.
Nice.
Yeah. That's why we're gonna call this episode "Save the Last Dance."
Ooh, hence two.
And then the second one is the JW Dant Bottled in Bond. So this is a bottled in bond bourbon. This is just an undifferentiated whiskey that they ran through charcoal. And then this is a at least 4-year-old, 50% alcohol, made in a single distilling season, and
sweet.
Aged in a bonded warehouse.
Okay.
So let's start with the charcoal real quick. It smells nice.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
It smells kind of sweet and fruity. A little bit savory, maybe. Kind of like glazed ham, fruit glazed ham, little maraschino cherry, maybe.
I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, also, do you like our ambiance here?
I wanted to say a little. All right, we're class.
I know we are. Yeah.
I was going to say a little butterscotchy.
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
And here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is butterscotchy. A little like papaya or some sort of tropical fruit kind of thing. Like not like a very light tropical fruit, and then finishes with just a little bit of charred woodiness. It's pretty light and pretty nice, but it doesn't taste bad at all. It's interesting that they say whiskey. I don't know what the mash bill on this. If Future Eddie figured that out, he's putting it in now, rather than bourbon whiskey. But so it might be that either it was not aged in virgin oak or it was done with a different mash bill. I don't know right now. Future Eddie's finding out.
Pretty average.
Pretty average.
Yeah.
But for $9.
Nothing special, nothing horrible.
$9 though.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
$9.
Okay.
That's fantastic. That's most of the stuff you buy for $9 is terrible. Oh, I'm gonna go banana now. Banana too. That's what I just figured it out. It's a little bit of banana, like that. A really ripe banana. Moving on. JT Dant or JW Dant, not JT. JW Dant.
On the other hand,
This is their bottled and bond version. So this one is, we know it has to be at least
bourbon.
4 years old. We know it has to be
it's
at
a
least
bourbon with bubbles.
We know it. It has to be at least 50% or 51% corn. So probably a little older than this one, and they don't have anything about charcoal mellowing on here, so I don't know. But we know it's a sour mash style, as is most whiskey made in the United States. Uses sour mash. Also, speaking of charcoal perfecting, I know Tennessee whiskey with the Lincoln County process is the one that's associated with charcoal mellowing.
Okay.
But the fact is, a lot of bourbon whiskeys and whiskeys in general do use some sort of charcoal in their process.
Right.
Whether it's at the end where they're filtering out stuff like chill filtration, using activated charcoal, or some sort of mellowing process, a lot of them are using it. There's nothing that says bourbon can't be bourbon and use charcoal.
Sure. I like the nose on the old style.
The
bourbon, I'm not quite sure about.
The JW Old Style is a little bit more lively with that fruit note.
Mm-hmm.
The
more astringent here.
Yeah. Yes, it's a little more tannic. It's a little more wood chewy, which makes sense. It's a little older.
Okay.
I think it's a little more nutty, a little more peanutty almost. Maybe not peanutty, but some sort of nut.
We'll go with a filbert.
We're a little nuts. We're a little nuts over here.
Wow, these two couldn't be totally different.
Yeah. This one is more peppery, more spicy, a lot less fruit.
Bigger flavor.
But it's a bigger flavor on the taste that is. It's more muted on the nose, bigger on the taste, but that taste is way more nutty, dry, peanutty, woody, astringent. Whereas the charcoal perfected is much more fruity and nice and kind of mellow. Yeah. I kind of, well, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to go back to the charcoal one.
The finish on the bourbon, though, it's a little sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like this one, though. It's more full. It's got more wood. It's
got interesting flavors. Yeah.
It's nice and thick and strong. This one's a little bit thin, but it's very nice and fruity.
Yeah.
So it's got that going for it. I mean, overall, these are not
for bottom of the shelf whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
$12 for a bottled and bond. They're not amazing.
No, if you're looking for something special, these aren't them.
Right, but for $9 to $14.
No, these are not bad.
These are pretty solid.
For bottom of the shelf, I'd have to say they're doing something right here.
Yes. I mean, Heaven Hill is good at making budget products. I think that is the takeaway for sure. So, but yeah. So we are actually filming during halftime of the Packers game right now.
We are.
Which you're wearing your Texas shirt, which is a confusing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. But we are. So we got to get back to that. That's why we're here.
And so do you. No, that's already over.
Yeah. They were up when we left, so hopefully they're still up. But we're gonna find out. So until next time, you guys stay rotten. Nope. No, here, come here.